And perfect. Awesome. And you got things all open. And so that's right. We were just going between a few things. So if you go to where we had Basecamp on the other browser, and then what you could do is, it looks like that's all open up now. Actually, scroll up. So that's the one that I put out to you yesterday. So yeah, you can just that looks like it's absolutely it. So just quickly a recap of what we did, and then what it would be good if you can get done with your. I think you said you've got some web support guys. Is that right? Or
Yep.
well,
Yep.
yep. So basically, what I'm saying here is the links that are down. I've put an asterisk next to the and put them in bold for the different links. So you got the LinkedIn company. If you can add that behind an icon on the website, just out of, I'm going to remind
Yep.
myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Backlink them all.
Yeah, I don't think you, from memory. Let me just go to your page. I don't think we've got any social sitting there at the moment. So that
Yeah.
depend.
Storebook, I think, is there.
Is that?
I think it should be an icon, and let's go. Uh,
Yeah, I don't think it is. Not on the one I'm looking at anyway. So um,
we just add them down the footer anyway.
yeah, if you if yeah, so a lot of corporate, that's typically how they do it. I would suggest to you, depending on how corporate you want to appear, if there's a way of putting it in the header above the customer support and sales, put them in the links and have them opening up in a new tab. So what you don't want them to do is open up your Google Map and have it go over the top of your website, or open up Facebook, like you said,
Yep.
and go over
Yep.
your website. You want to open it into a new tab. But in a way, this is your kind of $1 million space. If you have it down the bottom, people will never see it, and so it won't proof you in the same way. So up to you, and depending on how the website's sort of set up, ideally top right, but if not, on there. Yeah. So like you said, so you get backlinks. There is and this is more, again, it's probably just for you to make it easy to follow. If you there is a little, you can add the little chat bot, and then if you're actually getting any messaging coming through, at least it's an easy way for you to get that messaging. Some people don't want to have it on there. That's okay. The other thing that you can add, if you wanted to, again, this usually does go down the bottom, is just the feed. That's sort of what's happening, what's being posted, so that, again, it just helps sort of integrate it in. But it depends how your website's being set up. Um, it's a fairly shallow, unlike some websites where you sort of can drag down and there's 7, 8, 9. For you, it's fairly shallow. So there is probably space within the base of your page to add the feed, just to see what you're currently posting. Yeah. Um,
Yep.
it's just a sort of way of proofing what's going on. But anyway, that's your web people. Um, the other thing that we did create yesterday, I remember at the end of the session, is that pixel code. Um, so yeah, but send them the links, or talk to them about the links that you want added, which there should be. I think that'll add up to 6 links. Um,
Yep.
so you got LinkedIn company. Scrolling down, you got yeah, 3 social links. Yeah, and then you've got your pixel code at the bottom. So scrolling down at the bottom, I think I've added that, and so that's just simply a matter of scroll all the way down. I think this part here, you just send them this. You give them the ID. I don't think they necessarily need it, but even in that email that you just opened, you could copy and paste that whole stuff in there, and just ask them to put that behind the website. Yeah.
Okay. So my question is,
Yep.
why does the pixel code go on the website? I thought the pixel code went on the ads.
Well, the pixel code does. It goes on both. Yeah. So basically, it's a way of linking. So that then it's measuring flares through the post. Yeah. But all you're doing is linking your pixel to the website that we're taking people to. So
Okay.
when we run an ad, we tell people we want them to learn more or do whatever. Contact us, and usually that link is to go to the website, and the website then has this code behind it, and then it's able to tell us, 200 people this month went through the website. Whatever the case. So it's actually that's actually not factually correct. It'll tell us 200 flares to the website. That could actually be 80 people, but going to 3 different pages, for instance. So that's
Okay.
what. Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
The other question is, we have two websites. We've got an online store website and a main site website, and most of our advertising online directs people to a particular group on the online store.
yeah, yeah.
Can we use the same code for both?
Yeah, you can add that code to both sites. Yeah, that's what you.
Okay.
That I'd suggest you do that. Um, the advertising, generally speaking, is best sent to um, where they're, yeah, again with the advertising, which is the, have you got the copy of the, are you able to open the online website? What's that look like? You
CableSafeOnline.com.au.
Okay. Is there connection for that?
Yeah,
Um,
they're linked to each other.
yeah. Okay. So is that, yeah.
There's a link on each one to each other.
Yeah. So that's the main web.
That's the online store, and there's a link. There's a link to the main site in the top right,
Yeah. Got ya.
and then the main site at the bottom. There's a link to the online store.
Yeah. So the only difference is the sales side has got AU on the end, right?
They both do.
Oh, so how do they? What's
There's cablesafe.com.au.
online? Oh, it says online. Yeah, you know, at one stage I actually did get myself into here, and I was clicking on the icon. I was thinking, why the hell aren't I going back? And so that's why I couldn't work it out. So you better actually copy this link and just paste it into Basecamp for me, because that confused me. I didn't realize that was the case. There you go.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned, but the reason is that we used to have it all in one domain, but it was hogging too many resources and slowing it down, so we had to separate it.
Okay, so scrolling up, uh, actual fact, rather, so we've been in this part. So you don't. What I'd suggest, rather than putting it down there, um, I reckon we go now to what we're doing today. So just no, that's okay. Leave that there. Scroll up to the top and just open Basecamp up again in another page for me. So right click on the top blue link there. So no, the slowly down below, slightly below, where it's the bold blue link that says CSS 2425. No, below your URL. So yeah, below there. So we're the actual Basecamp 2, in the project itself. We're the actual.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Right click on that. Open link in new tab. Yeah. And then we're going to go to the checklist again, which is the second one down in the latest project, or that one there as well. Either one. Yep. Click on that. Yeah. So then scroll slightly back up. This is where we'd normally paste it. In fact, I'd suggest just, you've already got it in your paste. So scroll down to the bottom and just start a new one in here where you just do the paste there, right? So, because I think what we're going to need to work out is what we're going to point people. My suggestion to you is you wouldn't actually, on any advertising, you wouldn't point them to that one, but your pixel should be on both.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other one is a little bit too. I can't find out that much about the business per se. I can just buy stuff, and typically.
But that's how we're generating sales, because we're doing advertising that directly links to the product, which directly makes a sale.
Yeah. So again, in terms of, and I guess that's the point, right? So it depends on whether we're promoting one particular product, or whether you're promoting the business per se, right? So I guess that's probably the better way to think of it, right? So
Well, they're two completely different things. We need to do both.
yeah, that's right. So in the main, again, we'll get to Facebook advertising, but what we try and do is get the best bang for your dollar. In the main, what you're saying, and we'll have to have a look at some of those ads that you've been doing. And as you said, I think you said some of them have been effective recently.
In the last month, have been very effective.
Yeah, which is good. Um, yeah, so we'll have a look at that. I think what I'll say, that's good. Often it's good despite the way that they've been done. So we try and take the positive around what might have been done, because it sounds like, I think you've had a bit of a play, right? So is that right, or you got someone?
Yeah. No, I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, hopefully, then, because realistically, usually when I'm doing it for the clients, we're just sort of, because people make, in the main, again, if you think of Harvey Norman, in your case, so what does Harvey Norman do? They don't typically, they just promote Harvey Norman and the range and what they can do, right? So, and they don't go and chop and change their ad every week or 2 weeks. They basically just smash us with the fact that they're the best people to get you whatever it is. Kogan saying whatever the thing is, right? Individual products, if you go individual products, it's probably the identical audience, if that makes sense. So the question is, do you then promote for expansive range? And as I said, we'll get to it when we get to it. So,
Okay.
but it might be that what we do is that what I do for you is that we do the overall. You might then continue to do things where what I'm thinking you're going to be able to do is you might just be able to promote some of the posts that I'm doing for individual product, and you'll be able to promote them in such a way, and or tell me that you want to promote that product. But as I said, the best way to do that is actually longevity, not 7 days or 2 weeks or 3 months or whatever. It's actually over time. Just continue and continue and continue, right, to promote while you have that product, for instance. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Hopefully that will make sense when we get to it. Let's go. So anyway, we've covered off on the fact that we have two different websites, which is kind of important. So as you said, from a direction, I think in the main, again, from a unless it was, and again, when we're doing our organic posting, so we're going to have times when we're going to be pointing to a specific product, and we're going to have times when we're pointing more to a bigger. It could actually be testimony. It could actually be the website itself. But anyway, so again, that'll depend on what link we're actually using. So sometimes it'll actually not only just use the online link, it'll actually have the online link, but actually the product itself on the online website. Yeah. So,
Okay.
so it'll go one step further. Um, the next thing I'll get us to do. So basically, the pathway for today, if we were to look up above where you're in at the moment with the planning session, the first thing we want to do is do connection. So I want you just to give you a little bit of understanding around personal connection on LinkedIn and Facebook to some degree, if you're using your Facebook a little bit like a LinkedIn. And that's probably, you have you done much Facebook, or do you use Facebook much in the past?
Yeah, I have actually.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well that's good. So that's helpful. I've just actually jumped out of a session where one of the people don't use it at all, and the other person hasn't used it at all around. Well, she uses it in a limited way, but tends to use it more like her LinkedIn. So it's actually advantageous if that's the way you've done it. So yeah, so personal connection, but mainly B2B connection. So who's the relevant people that we should be connecting so that we can get them following and aware of us. Then we'll look at Facebook advertising, saved audience. We've created the pixel already. And then we'll look at what are we going to say, when are we going to say it. So in actual fact, posting schedule. So every second day posting schedule for the business as well. So that's today in a nutshell. So the first thing I'll get you to go to is LinkedIn.
So I think it's the only one I haven't logged into. Hang on.
Is it on the other one maybe, or yeah? There you go. All right. So now that we've connected, so we know that the quickest way, if we scroll on the, actually no, let's go to your personal proof. Like, looks like you've got a shortcut there below Jamie Ellis. There's a CableSafe system, so click on that. Either one, yeah, that part there. Okay. I'd say, see there, you've got what I wanted to show you. At the moment, you got two followers. It's me and you.
Yeah, correct.
See in the middle, it's got invite connections. In the middle over just
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
second tab, yeah, click on that. You basically get 250 of these every month, and the LinkedIn algorithm is far more generous than what Facebook and Instagram and anything else is, right?
Right.
So what your homework is is to actually people that are in your company world that are following you, and even if they're not, or not following, if they're connected to you, you've got an opportunity basically to invite them into your company page
Okay.
because you're going to start posting. So again, it's just a simple matter. You've got 250 of these. So right, so that's I don't know how many you've got connections. Maybe just under 500 at the moment.
Yep.
We mentioned before Annie Pearson was that one we both knew, right? So
It is. She's there. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So somebody like anybody that's in business or wants that has, maybe knows you through the business, but you don't have to be. The way I look at it is, you're it's like I don't know anybody else that does what you do. I
Yep.
guess that's the reality is anybody else that effectively, if for any reason at some point, they're involved in an event, they're involved in some sort of construction site, whatever it might well be, and they're able to say, actually, I know a bloke that has a business like that, right? So it's a unique business, right? So it doesn't mean you can't be inviting your mortgage broker connections or whoever else it might well be on the basis that you know certain people do look at referrals and all that sort of stuff. Other people, it's just as I said, because you're unique, it may well be advantageous for you to invite them in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so that's something you can do. As I said, I would try not to let a month go by without inviting. So, I guess the challenge probably for you is because at the moment, if you were to go through your connections, you might go, well, actually, you don't need to start a post. Just go, no thanks there. So that will automatically. So what I would say to you is, in fact, we've already got that link. You know how to get in there. It's often
Yep.
easier with all of these things to do it on your phone. So if you've got your phone, that's another way. And I think I might have said to you, this sort of homework is not stuff when you're busy with the logistics of your business. And I know you're a busy guy and there's heaps of stuff going on in your world. This stuff is actually a little bit when you're feeling a bit brain dead, right? Your cactus, the week's been tough, or the end of the day. It's the sort of stuff that's the add on. You basically, actually, I could do a few more connections, right? So, or I could add a few more of my connections to it. What I think you might want to do um, is actually find a few of those really quality people that you want to actually be connected with. Um, you're not actually. So you mentioned before your best client rang you, or one of your better clients rang you the other day, right? So
Yep.
um, make sure you're connected to that person, or if not connected, find out who's working for that company, and see who else is in that company that you could be connected to. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So so yeah, so by the way, we can do exactly the same thing for your Facebook page, right? So
Okay.
that's why I was asking you if you have many, if you're using your Facebook page. Again, my sense is yes, strategically it's best if you got people that are potentially clients that you're inviting in, but the other people that you might want to have is potentially people that might refer you in. Potentially it's just friends and family that want you to do well in business. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there you go. Yeah, accept my connection there. So that's the other thing you want to do is if people are, and that's what will increasingly happen too. So yeah, let's. I don't know about you, but potentially you've been in business and this business for a long time. Do you happen to have sort of business cards of anybody, the people that you've sort of been working with, a drawer full by any chance?
I know who they all are. They're all in the system.
Yeah. So look them up here.
Okay.
Put put their names in here. Um, Essentially, it's a much, much better way, I think, personally. It's the most powerful social media. I guess that's the first thing. And I would argue it's far more powerful than probably email.
Yep.
Essentially, because you can just, go, hey, mate, what's happening over there? If you're connected with them and you know them, you've been doing business for a long time, you could always just send them a direct message like you would a text virtually, right?
Yep.
So, and as I said, you can invite them into the company. You can start growing the company on LinkedIn because we're going to be posting through that way and all that sort of stuff. So, um, they're with people that you know, and it does great that it suggests, and that's sort of a good way. As I said, for you, it's double barreled. Keep growing your connections, get beyond that 500 plus, and then by the end of every month, invite as many of them to follow the company as you think's appropriate. But you get up to 250.
Yep. Okay.
All right, easy.
Yep. That's fine. I'm just doing a few while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. The other thing that you can potentially, well, the other thing that I would suggest you do in search, you can actually follow other businesses and relevant things, right? So if you go in search and clearly we've got a grant to do this, so make sure that you're following, say, Maribyrnong City Council.
Yep.
So in search, you can search Maribyrnong. There you go. Click on that one and go follow. And what I realize now is, in actual fact, you can, as a business, also connect with them. Um, so the other thing is people that are given money. So business development people. Bruce Marshall is a good one to know. If you scroll up, it's just there. Bruce is the head of business and economic development. And unless they're incredibly important to you, don't worry about adding a message. I used to tell everybody, don't whatever you do, Jamie, don't say hi, Bruce. But then LinkedIn restricted. You can only do 4 a month. So now,
Right.
nowadays, if it's basically someone that's the most important person that is going to give you a lot more new business and all that sort of stuff, and you don't know them, don't worry about the personalized note, because you only get 4 a month. And
Okay.
having the LinkedIn Gold badge costs about $1,000 a year, and it's not really worth it.
No.
So, but
I'd
yeah,
rather, I'd rather spend that.
so that's what you can do there. So
Okay.
let's then go. But just by the way, as I said, let's see if it's available on yours as well. If you go to CableSafe Systems again, and in scroll down on this one. So you've got it. See, yours is interesting. So you've got the scroll down a bit further, actually, to the bottom.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, add pages to follow. So let's just put in Maribyrnong Council, for instance. But if there is, yeah, and so you give them a follow. Oh, did they come up?
I'm already following them.
Oh, you follow because you're already following it as your company.
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know. Is there a cables type industry mag or body or anything along those lines?
Not
No,
really. No.
probably
Just
not. No. Okay. All right. But anyway, that's something you can do as well. That's not so important on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, as I said, LinkedIn is about dragging your connections into the company.
Yep.
On everything else, it's incredibly important. It's the most important is actually B2B following, right? So, let's go to Facebook next. If this is what it's on the left-hand side, yeah. And we'll go to cable systems, yeah. And then you're already following, but you see there's the 3 dots under message on the right-hand side. There's 3
Yep.
dots there. You can go invite friends. And this wouldn't matter whether it's Diffy Social's page or your page. You can invite all your friends to follow your company, your business page as well, right? And again, you're fortunate. You've actually got a reasonably decent following on your CableSafe page, better than many that are starting from scratch, right?
Yep.
And so, but here, anybody that wants you to do well in work, anybody that's strategically important, ask them to follow you, right? So it just help spread the tentacles. Yep. So
Yep.
that's
Okay.
again something you can do. Then let's switch into the page. Yeah. On the left hand side, it's got switch into CableSafe. Down there, yeah. Switch. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is at the top, I'll see if you, at the top there's a little home next to pages right up the top. That's the one. You click on that. That'll give you a home feed. And this shows me some of the ones that you're already following, or at least it suggests that you followed. Maybe you're not following much. So I would
No.
again just start by following Maribyrnong. So go search Facebook on the left-hand side. Yeah, Maribyrnong Council. There's groups, probably not relevant groups. There's pages. There you go. Follow the page. I would. Have you got any clients that you could search? Is there any bigger clients or event providers or potential clients? Oh, Coates Hire.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm going well.
Too fast. Okay. Yeah, that's Coates? Yep. They're a good one. I see, and it's going to start giving you some other. Well, what about the Grand Prix? Are they using do they use subcontractors that hire then ones like yourself?
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, that one.
Yeah. So this so what you can do is you've done the search, do pages on the left hand side underneath marketplace, go pages, low a little bit lower, that's it. Okay, so there's no generator rentals Australia info for some reason.
I
So
obviously don't have those socials.
yeah.
Big company, they probably obviously don't think they need them.
Maybe just on that basis though, do generators. Maybe it's just not picking up on it. I don't know, the generators is an old band. Because Houston generators.
Spam.
Okay.
There's,
Um,
there's
what
nothing.
about any? Well, again, probably um, whether it's clients or people that you'd like to have as clients that are supplying. So sparkies or electricians, do they use or
So,
need?
some of the event electricians do, yes.
Yeah. So
There we go.
yeah, Midas. What did Midas do? There. What are?
I might just do exhaust.
Are there? Oh, not Midas. That's not the one I'm thinking. Anyway. But see now it's starting to recommend a few pages too. Once you sort of pick up on a few, it'll hopefully pick. The other thing is, if you see how there's some groups, I wonder whether there'd be any groups that are relevant to you, where it's not a specifically relevant. I don't mean that they're cable people groups, but people that gonna need your um, cable protection.
Yeah, I'll have to go through them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty
So again,
broad.
it doesn't hurt to follow groups where yeah, there's some other things. So, uh, what's I almost wonder whether electricians in it. Yeah, that look probably not. That would, and that's as it looks like you can join the group as your page. That's the other thing. You're joining it as your page rather than which is good. If it enables you to join as your page, even better rather than having to join as Jamie, right? So
Let me do it.
yeah, that's it. So, so groups are also can be important. The other thing is maybe just following events, and even where it's something like timeout, um, or what's on Melbourne or what's on. Are you mainly doing Melbourne and Victoria, or is it
No,
everywhere?
we're national.
You are national, yeah. Is there a? I guess the marketer in me asks, is there 80% coming from one area though?
No,
Not really. It's
no.
all spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
That's
we do a lot of work in remote places in the Pilbara, middle of
actually,
Australia,
yeah, you told me
remote
that.
mine
Yeah.
sites. Like we do a lot of remote work.
Yeah. So there's advantages and disadvantages to that, right? Particularly when we're looking at advertising. It just means you kind of can have a lot of bleed if you can't hyper target.
You
Um,
can't.
yeah.
In this business, you can't. They come from everywhere.
Yeah. Um, yeah. All right. But I was all right. So that's something again from the reason we do the B2B, and it's not as important on Facebook because we're going to be advertising Facebook, Instagram anyway. But it's particularly important if you want to grow your following on well, let's do Instagram and X, or not X. We go and do the other one, which actually has even less people on it. But if you go to Instagram, there's a bit of at least a good thing about Instagram and Blue Sky now is you can just follow other people, even competitors, and see who they're following within it. So let's go in the search on the left hand side. Again, let's go Maribyrnong as a starting point. City of Maribyrnong, yep. And let's give them a follow. See now, with them, see they're following 255 things. So you could
Yeah.
click on that 255 there. just have a look if any of these are relevant, because again, it does help place you, right? So yeah, scroll down. So they're going to be other councils potentially. Um, Time Out Melbourne, as I said, they're going to be running events. Just even the even media doesn't necessarily hurt often, just because it's even from a research perspective of what you want to do. But clearly, you probably want to go bigger industry than more local. Local city of Melbourne's worth doing. So what I saw as well, you had so transport becomes probably a key one. I saw transport was there. So what you can do if you think if that's likely to have it, then you can go and have a look at Department of Transport and who they're following, for instance.
Yeah.
Same thing. So if you scroll back up here and then you find them again, and you can click through and have a look at their profile and do the same thing, right? So
Yeah. Okay.
or you can just write it in.
Yep.
So go search on the left hand side. Just write transport, maybe. Transport Victoria, and then you could have a look at what transport. So they're following 79 people. So you could have a look at the 79 ones that they're following, right? So up the top, um, you're already given it a follow, but yeah. So um, again, if you don't follow others, you won't get following back. That's as simple as that, right?
Yep.
So it's homework. It's not sexy. It's just it's good to do because and again, this is higher level. This is sort of strategic. But again, if you did look at what was the one Coates higher, so you could put Coates in.
Yep.
So make sure you're following Coates. Yeah. And again, even with Coates, you can see who are they following, right? Who's important to Coates? You know,
It's all the motorsport teams.
there you go. Well, that's true because they sponsor them, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
Um, but yeah, that's the gist. Definitely got clients. You got any? So this is all B2B stuff, though. Yeah. So the homework around this is B2B.
Yep.
The other one, I know we really did it as we did it to be early in the space, but let's just have a look at Blue Sky. It's exactly the same theory, though. I mean, but the only thing you're going to find with Blue Sky is there's far less. It's more going to be global stuff. There's very little, even just Australia, full stop. Other than if they really, really dislike Trump or actually might have been on the other browser by the looks.
Probably is. But I'll just see if I can get them all in the same place.
Yeah. And we use that password that's in Basecamp.
Ah.
I think it started. Yep. Actually, I must admit, I got that when I added it to Public, but then it said we're not verified yet. So
Okay. I was verified while we're here.
yeah, that's it. So it's good. Maybe did we use your phone to do it? Maybe that's it.
I don't do it on my phone. It gives me the shits.
All right, okay. No,
If I-
I'm
if
just
I-
I'm just
I'll do it
saying.
on I'll do it on my iPad and I'll do it on my office computer, but I hate that crap on my phone.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm just wondering how we signed up though. That's all without verifying the email. Yeah,
No, we did all three here just
yeah,
today. I reckon we did verify it. It's just asking us again for some reason.
yeah,
If I go through my emails, I'm pretty sure I'll find an email from them.
yeah.
Taking sweet time. Ah, here we go.
That was 90 seconds, I reckon, this time.
Yeah, it was a bit slower.
Let's bring in these blokes again. All right. So, what probably the easiest thing to do here? Just go search. I found a few Australian ones, so just put me in here. So go up the top. Just do Diffy Social. One word. Are there the top one?
So,
Yeah, click on that, and then again you can go. So you follow me, and then I've got 15 following. So and they're just Australian companies. So I just help place you more than anything else.
yeah.
So yeah, it just might be one that's as I said, I'm funnily enough, it's strange on search, but having this by comparison to everybody else, you may just have a slight benefit on search. That's all I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. So, um,
Can't hurt.
yeah, that's right. So it's just one of those things. We'll be posting through there. All right. So yeah. So that's as I said, that makes sense. No questions around that. So you can slowly build your particularly around LinkedIn, build your connections. If you've got, as you said, particularly if you've got an email list of all your different people that you've spoken to in the past, go looking for them. Depending if they're our vintage, um, and I'm thinking in your line of work, they're probably not the most active.
No.
So
Correct.
there's two key things of our vintage isn't very active, and the second thing is in the line of work you're in manufacturing, that sort of space, transport manufacturing, not the most visible people in the world. But at the end of the day, there'll still be some percentage of them, right? So go find them and try and drag them into particularly the LinkedIn company, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. All right. So I reckon we'll be able to then go into the next thing is your. Are we all on the one browser now? So I was thinking with your Facebook Ads Manager. So if you click on Facebook here for me now, or actually the easy cheats way would be let's go to back to Basecamp and just right click on the thing I did for you, which is here. Just go Facebook Ads Manager, just right click on that one there, slowly down. That's it. Hopefully this is will work as your link as well as my link.
Yep.
It does. Yep, good. Then what we're gonna do? So it was strange, this one where it's sort of uh, you see. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of almost boosting. Were they boosted, or did you do it? Did you do them in
Ads I created.
you did them in you created them through this, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's just go on the bottom three. The one next thing I want to do is just. I think we had a look yesterday to see if there was. So it was interesting that you said there was some saved audience. So maybe let's just have a look at one of those, um, and we'll try and work out why we couldn't see that saved audience where you said you targeted a couple. So click on edit for that one there, the bottom, that next one down. Just go edit there. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Just scroll down a little bit for me. I reckon it's probably you're using that campaign budget plus, which is not typically what I do, but that doesn't mean it's wrong that you've done it this way. The only reason I don't typically do it, it doesn't then do it as original audiences. Hence why we couldn't find, because every time it's using kind of its AI plus version to
Yeah.
do it for you. Um, so that's okay. As I said, it will be interesting sort of to test that. So we'll create some saved ones for you. So let's just on the top left close that box. No, sorry, no, keep the actual under lower. So just the black in the black corner. Yeah, the black cross at the top. Yeah, where you are here. That's it. Cool. And you can get rid of the selected. Just go. Not that it's going to matter, but yeah. Then we'll go on the left hand side. I'll get you to go the three lines and then up to audiences. Actually, four above where you are at the moment. Go audiences. Yep. I'll get you to go because you've got. Let's just click on that Jamie Ellis one. and I'll get you to go edit. Yeah, and this time the audience name we're gonna go is so up the top where it's got audience name. I'll get you to go 20. Oh, sorry, go CableSafe 2025, and I know you do. I know you serve everywhere in Australia. Well, let's leave it at that for now. Um, then what I want you to go is scroll down where it's got detailed targeting. Let's add some of the things you possibly have done it before, right? So are they working in the mining industry? Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Yep. Excellent. So then scroll down, yeah, and then
Um, right, didn't come in. No. Is it?
yeah.
No.
Can I what about if we actually specifically put in, does anything come up? Have you ever tried doing cable covers?
I don't think it does.
But just go back. I think it missed a B.
Oh shit.
In fact, to start with, just write cable.
Yeah, that'll bring up all the stuff we don't want though. Cable testing. Yeah, that's industrial materials.
When you say that it'll bring up all the stuff you don't want, what do you mean?
Well, because if we put cable in, it brings up cable, which is wire, which is not what we do. We cover it.
No, I know, but when you're doing a target audience, you want to. That's what you want to target. So effectively, if someone's got an interest in this, they're going to need something that covers it.
Yeah, the problem is this is really, really broad. It's just I've been down this one before. I spent half a day on this.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, as I said, so the thing that I would suggest that you have a broad. In fact, I've just done this out of the other meeting. Yes, you can do it this way, but you'll spend literally thousands and thousands getting to the people you actually think you want to get to.
Yep.
If you don't bring it down to a focused name one, um, so in fact you can have two audiences. You can test the difference, right? That's the thing. But I would have a broad and a narrow audience, right? So, um, and I can tell you that my gut and certainly my history experience is that the narrow audience will always do a lot better.
Yep. Okay.
Because particularly around click through, you can get awareness. Yeah, that's fine, but awareness doesn't sell your products.
No. I'm not. You're right. I've never been interested in that. I mean,
Yeah. So
like our AdWords marketing, all that is highly, highly, highly specific.
yeah. So I reckon what we can do, I think it's going to enable you. So what we could do in the first instance, I think cable you could, because all it's going to do at the moment is just add that to what you've already got. So it doesn't subtract it. So if you write cable in there and get put in that electrician, but you can see it's globally cable electrical, I think is about in the tens of thousands, is 90,000, right? So materials and equipment. So just click on that interest. So the idea is you want people that are interested in that because they need covers,
Yeah.
right? So that's the idea of it.
Well, only if they're running across the ground. Most cable goes in walls or in roofs.
Right, true. But they're a much better chance than, as you said, if they're interested in electrical, well, that's an even much bigger. Well, they could be interested mainly in light bulbs, for instance, or whatever it might well be. Mining is incredibly broad, right? So in terms of
Mining is highly lucrative to us.
yeah, so what we might be better off doing, or actual fact including within there. So if you scroll up the top, I'd be willing to guess this is in the tens of millions, right? Yeah. So there's more people in this audience at the moment than there is in Australia, right?
Yep.
So which just suggests people have duplicate accounts, right? So what I would say to you to do is actually scroll down. And so that's okay, but scroll down to the bottom because at the moment, cable is included in the detailed targeting. Add cabling into the narrow audience and see what happens. Industrial equipment, right? So just put that up the top. And cable technician, anything to do with cable, put it in there, right? So,
The cable technician's cable TV though.
yeah, okay. Well, is cable technician still be cable TV necessarily?
100%.
It is. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just go into industrial and materials then. Okay, and then just scroll up now and see what that's just done to your audience, right? So,
Yeah, it's brought it right back.
so it's brought it to 32,000. What what I get you to do at the top. Now, I guess then the other thing is there other things that are that we should be considering in the narrow, right? So what else gets electrical wiring? I don't know. What else potentially are they getting used for? Yeah, event is maybe event logistics more.
It's all coming with life events.
Yeah, it's essentially event planner,
Yeah, we don't want that.
logistics manager.
No.
Well, logistics manager, logistics supervisor, those people are the ones that actually going to have a safe event.
No, logistics supervisors work in warehousing. Logistics managers run warehouses. That's what logistics is.
Right, job title as in
Logistics
logistics. Yeah, it's true, and yeah,
is warehousing.
yeah. Um, all right, so logistics. So okay, well, if you don't think event logistics would then, so it's sort of as I said, it looks like event logistics, not really. So maybe event planner. Did event planner bring anything up, or event coordinator? So event
Yeah.
plan is quite big. Well, no, it's not that big actually. It's very
Not really
tiny.
my target audience though. An event planner put weddings and stuff together.
Event management. See that one interest. Event
Yeah,
management.
that one's a bit more interesting.
Yeah,
That's an interest. That's an interest.
I'd put that one in. Yeah.
Or event planner coordinator.
Yeah. So you don't need to. Again, it's not in your interest. You can have it, but I'm telling you, it's not in your interest to have 20 million people because I can tell you that there would only be probably. I think you're probably lucky if there's actually 20,000 people interested in what you've got.
Yeah,
In
no,
Australia. Yeah, so that's what we kind of try and need to work out is who are those 20,000. It's probably might quite honestly somewhere between 20 and 250,000. That's where we want to. That's our ideal. 20 million is just as I said, you're going to hemorrhage money.
yeah, he's pissing against the wall. I agree.
Yeah, that's right. So effectively, with that event management, there was another event one. Did it put that one in as well? Because sometimes we call it one thing, America calls it something different. So it's worth putting in multiple, whatever it is, and getting that in there. Out of interest, does that say event planning manager? Yeah, so any of those organisers, as you said, we're going to get a few that yes, it's going to be weddings, and so be it. It doesn't matter. You may get 10 of them that are actually relevant. Just scroll up, see what that does to our overall. So it's still pretty small, right? So but again, what else? I guess transport. So is there things on worksite safety, maybe?
Do a lot of work in construction.
Yeah, construction industry. Yeah, well, that's massive. But so it'd be interesting because I think that'll just knock. So that didn't even do anything from a narrow, probably because it's already it's in the big one. So you probably could take that out because I don't think it changed it whatsoever.
It didn't.
Yeah, so you probably take that out of your narrow one. I wonder why that is. Try do work. So maybe safety, something along those lines. Safety coordinator, safety supervisor.
Didn't move it.
Didn't do much.
Nothing.
Yeah, put safety in again. Safety engineer. So you can have again. It doesn't hurt you to click on all of those. because it's all behind the curtain. No one else knows what you're putting in here. Basically, it's just us targeting individuals that have mentioned this either publicly or privately through WhatsApp and Messenger.
Okay.
That's why Facebook knows that they do this stuff, right? So it's not because it's on their profile or they've made it's because Facebook has data on us, whether it's private or otherwise. The other thing that you could do you use ChatGPT at all?
I've played with it.
Well, I can do it at my end if you like. So I've got a professional one. So just for a second, I'll use my one.
Yep.
Um, I'll share my screen. So if you can you see you can see me at the moment, right?
So
So
you in the corner. Yep.
yeah. So I'll share my screen. Let's just do. Okay, so at least that's in the right. I'll just need to drag the right one across. Um, all right. Where's my? The last thing I did was a racehorse name suggestion. Anyway, uh, um, suggest key interests for Meta FB ads targeting. I don't think my grammar has to be perfect for a cable covers business and we can just say some of the ones that we've just said already. So, e.g., mining site supervisors. We think. What else did we say was probably relevant?
Construction.
Construction, construction site safety. Um, and what about even around
Event. Yep. Event safety.
event safety, um, um, for covering ground electrical wires? Is that the best way to explain it?
Yeah. Covering electrical cables on the ground. Yeah.
For covering, yeah, electrical cables on the ground. All right. In Australia, I'm going to write as well. Right, so, okay. What I can do is okay. So what I can do, because actually it's kind of interesting because it actually does come into procurement as well, which is kind of relevant for you. I'll just copy and paste this into Basecamp, and then you can kind of use it yourself, right? So let me just do. I'll put it under. Actually, I'll just put it under our one. So this planning checklist. Oh, all right. So that'll actually come as an email to you. So maybe what you could do is just, well, for a start, you could potentially just copy and paste that into Basecamp. Well, actually, you don't need to do that because I've just put it into Basecamp, so you don't need to do that. Just you could just copy and paste it and start putting it into the ads manager if that helps. So
I'm just looking now. Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So I can stop sharing my screen now. Yeah. So
Uh, uh, uh,
we're in you here. Actually, do you want me just to read it out? I'll read it out, and then you can just put it in. How's that sound? That's probably easier or quicker, really.
Yep.
Let's try in the
Can we get
big, in the big space. Let's just go mining industry. I think you've already got that covered.
another putting in?
Yeah. So, do you want to do? We've done construction. Do you want to put in? Because I think this is more relevant in the narrowing down. Put in mining supervisor.
Yep.
Which it doesn't really matter where you put it in. I just do. The only thing that I wonder is if by having that narrow, so
No,
mine supervisor's
no,
not coming.
no
See if
result.
it comes if you put it in the narrow part. Just copy it and see if it will go down in the lower one.
No.
No. Okay. Construction industry we know is already coming. Construction site safety.
Construction and extraction. No, that's not right.
It's aligned. So again, I wouldn't be too worried. I don't think it's going to make your audience any bigger. So again, it's probably that's okay from that angle.
The audience has gone to 2 million now.
Actually, that's interesting. Was that just because of that one, or was it because of the other one we just added?
I don't know. I'm just about to find out.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
So that we yeah. So
Hang on. Where the fuck is it? I don't know where it's gone. Construction industry. Hang on.
It's the higher one, is it? Construction industry.
Hang on. Yeah, that's what jumped at construction industry.
Okay. Yeah. So that's all right. So that's 50 to 60. We're getting actually close. So let's do. What about workplace safety?
Yep, that's a good one.
Try down below. Should be able to cut and.
Well, it's not letting me do it. Just jumping out. So.
Okay. Workplace.
No, nothing.
Just do safety out of interest.
Did that before.
Did we? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. That what's the OSH and S? Well, try OSH or
Yep. OH&S.
OH and we say OH and S. Here they're saying OSH, but
That's American. That's American.
Yeah, OHS.
No,
try. So try occupational and see if it comes. Just start typing occupational.
Law and government.
Yeah, okay. That's probably all right.
Hasn't moved it.
Didn't move it much. That was in the top part because it's probably covered by the other things in the top part.
Yeah.
Electrical engineering. Yeah. Fields of study. Yeah.
Employers we want.
Okay. Yep.
Hasn't moved it.
What would happen if you actually do it in the bottom part? Because if we've done that before, we've got the same one, but it's in the bottom part as well. So in the restricted one.
Oh, you fuck. That's the wrong one. Get out of it. I got schools. Yeah. Job titles, interests, concerning employers. Hasn't moved it.
Yeah. In fact, on the lower one, we want to make sure it doesn't move it lower rather than higher, probably.
Yeah. Yep.
Site supervisor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Job title is pretty small. Well, the bottom one was pretty small, but the top one was small, but the bottom one was slightly bigger, I think. See, it's starting to actually give you other ones. Safety consultant, safety specialist. You can actually click on any of those. Event planning manager, that's their title. They're only small, some of them, but again, safety and security officer. Security maybe not so much, but but yeah, it's at least giving you now those safety engineer.
Health and safety manager, yes.
Yeah, click on that one. Yeah,
Safety coordinator, yes.
yeah,
Safety officer, yep. Risk management, yep.
yeah. It probably doesn't hurt. It's management director.
So probably enough out of that one.
Okay. So again, it was the same with it says event safety.
Yep, got that.
Um, project manager, no, that's construction and mining. Health and safety officer, we've sort of covered off. Electrical safety
Yeah,
inspector,
already got that.
we got
Safety officer,
that.
yep.
And then it's sort of into event and public. Event production.
Yeah, event production's a good one. No, it's really broad.
Okay.
Just production.
Temporary power.
That's a good one. No, I didn't do it.
Doesn't got anything. Emergency management.
Public safety.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, why not?
That might knock it a little bit. It's tweaked it a bit.
Uh,
So, sorry, yeah, emergency management. We put that. So then we get into. So it's got cable protection.
which is
I think we've tried that and it didn't work.
I think we did. I'm just going to do it again. No,
Yeah. Industrial equipment.
no,
Safety equipment.
no,
No. Electrical cables. Try
no,
electrical. Oh yeah, electric cable. Maybe just try electric cable rather than electrical cables.
no.
Okay, electric wiring. I guess that sounds more probably not what you do, but
Not what we do, really. No.
yeah, no. So, um, all right, then it goes bigger. Industrial safety. So, what about purchasing manager? Is is a procurement one? So do purchasing.
That's an unfair one. Yep.
Yeah, job titles and employees, probably both of those. Yeah, yeah.
So,
All right. So what I'll get you to do. So this is a focused one, right? So let's just go scroll up. Um, what we want to do here is go save as new, and what we're going to go is where it's got copy instead of having copy. Or where'd that go?
I saved it. Hang on.
Okay, yeah, click back on it. I just get you to instead of calling it copy, we're just gonna so on the right hand side you should be able to edit if you go to the bottom. So sorry on the right and go to the bottom of that right hand side. Keep going. Oh, where's edit? Yeah, there it is. Edit.
Okay, yeah.
So where it says copy, just go. Oh, you need to grab it. No, you
No, I was just telling them in the meeting once there. Okay.
just instead replace the word copy and put in narrow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And just go update. Yeah. Okay. Just go done. What I get you to do is copy from the bottom all the way up to the top that audience.
In here?
Yeah, just that whole thing. Yeah, just copy it all. Yeah, and just copy that and paste it into Basecamp for me. When you go, probably not this one. Go the other one where the actually this one's fine. Just put it in here. Just underneath that, just go paste. Yep. Which is this one from now on. All right. So then we'll go back to that ads manager. I think it's in ads manager there. We'll just go edit again. And what we can do is scroll down for me. And where you've got the narrow audiences, you can start pulling out some of those and see how that affects it. So, for instance, so again, if you wanted to have a broader one, then you can have broader. You can take out all the well, just so you actually do it one at a time and see what happens in terms of how it builds. Um, so electrical, there's something. Remember the main. Yeah. So let's see. Just have a look each time what that does to it. Not much yet. Um, that one's pretty small. You wouldn't expect that's going to do much. I think it's just the fact if you have anything narrow, because surely safeties would be relatively big. See, they're not
Hasn't
really
moved,
doing much at all.
hasn't moved at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Hasn't moved it. I've just taken about half them out.
yeah. Take them all out because we know now what we put in there as the full, so you can actually take them all out. Scroll all the way. Yeah. Just make sure that that's yeah, so
22 million.
that's back to your original, right? So now we go save as new. What we go here is just call it broad. And my gut feel is that's your almost your Meta Plus audience. I reckon that's probably what you've almost been putting it to.
Okay.
That's what I reckon, but I could be wrong. But my feeling is that's probably it. So as I said, it doesn't hurt from an awareness, but it's probably not you're going to be your buyers. That's all. So that's okay. We don't need to. I can find that audience easy enough. What we will do is one of the things. Excuse me. What from a if we go back to your table, so on the left hand side, up the top, go to campaigns. Yeah, so that'll take us to where this was. So just one of the ones that recently, which one do you think worked pretty well? Oh, and did you do it as a post or so there it is? There's a post, right? That Velcro.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a little? So instead of editing, don't edit it. Just close it for a second.
Ah, fuck.
Just go back top left. You close, and just go. Instead of editing, I want you to duplicate. All right. So what was the and then just go financial services. Oh yeah, you're not a financial product, so you just click on that and just go and then just hit duplicate.
No, I don't tick that because this ad includes
Oh,
ads.
sorry, include. Sorry, you don't tick it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
I wouldn't mind doing it as an A/B test as well.
Yeah, let's not do that first. Yeah, so we can do an A/B test, but as you said, we'll duplicate it and then we'll duplicate the duplicate to do the A/B test. That's how I typically A/B test it, right? So, all right. So let's instead of calling this post Velcro, clearly this was about Velcro floor cable cover sale, right?
Yep.
So change the name up the top and just call it Velcro. No, you keep part of it. Just put put the cursor in front of the Velcro floor cover. Yeah. And then go and then space floor cover. Cover sale. Is it floor cover sale? Okay. And then copy that. Okay. And then move your cursor away. Right. And then we're going to go down a little bit. I'm going to get you scroll down. I'm going to get you to do daily budget, not lifetime budget.
Yep.
And I'm going to get you to make it $5 for now.
Oh, we've got 10.
Oh, we're going to duplicate it, so I want you to do 5.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I'm with you.
And I don't know how you did this, so I kind of need to look at what's in it first. So then scroll down a little bit further. Schedule budget increases. No. Right, so then the next thing I'll get you to do on the left-hand side, click on the next one down, which says post our Velcro again. No, sorry, not that part. Far on the middle part. Yeah, that one there. Yep. Go to the post, and then I'll get you to paste in what you've just pasted. You started as the other one, so get rid of the post and just put paste. Yep. Okay, and then you've got it to conversion, so that's good. You were going where we wanted it to go. So it's a traffic ad that you're doing here at the moment. Scroll down, and this is where we can scroll down, and or I scroll down. Where's our audiences? Here we are. This is what we want. Okay, here. Scroll down a bit further, and on there it says switch to original audience options. Yeah, and go use original audience. Don't let them bully you. Right. So there you go. Um, okay, cool. Now you're going to go scroll down, and then you're going to pick which one. So scroll. Actually, it hasn't picked the right one though, so I don't think so. Scroll up somewhere here. Scroll up here. Let's see, maybe somewhere it's going to ask you to pick. Okay, you see how it's got use saved audience. See there?
Audience
No,
control.
no. This one, that one there. Yep. Okay, let's go with the narrow one to start with. Okay, cool. All right. Now let's scroll down a little bit further. Okay, cool. That should be fine. That should be all okay. Keep going down. Manual placements. Yep, that's all good. And then we're going to go to the next one on the left. You're going to click on the post itself on where it says post it. Yeah, go there. And then you're going to change the ad name. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. You're using an existing post, right? So it looks like it's already. Is that the post?
Yeah.
That looks like the post to you. Yep. Cool. Scroll down.
Actually, no. I need to. That's another variation of the same ad. That was pre-Christmas.
So go use existing post in the ad setup. Just go use existing post. Click on that. Yeah, and go use. Okay, sorry, you've already got that. So you've got that. So now you need to select which post. So where is click on the use existing post. It's not using the one that you want to use though. Click on take off the so use existing post. So click on that again for me. Okay, that's all right. So scroll down a bit further. Maybe it's somewhere further down. Change post. Okay, now see if you can find the post that. So maybe did it go to Instagram as well?
Yeah.
So there's one from
But that's a Christmas one. That's not the one. So I need to take the Christmas bit out.
Yeah.
And I did do it. One of them I did do it. I just can't see it.
Actually, now that you know what, go to Facebook itself for me. Just close this dialog box for now. We can stay here. Go to Facebook. Go to your page and find the post.
There it is.
So see how it still says Christmas cover.
Okay, it's not the one. No, there's another one, but I did. But anyway, maybe it didn't publish.
Because we're not advertising at the moment, you should be able to edit this, right? So scroll down, edit post. Okay, in fact, there's other things I want to do to edit this post, by the way. So, so before you go and save it, so because don't take it personally, but as a this is not how I would advertise it, right? So, but as I said, take the advantage of you've actually got something from this, despite how it's been done, right? So, our Velcro floor cover. You probably make the cover with a capital C as well.
Yeah, I can already see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is now on. So let's go to the website or even Basecamp from a wording perspective. In fact, rather than saying our Velcro, that's okay. But let's call it. Let's go. CableSafe Systems Velcro floor cover. So is now on. Does Velcro need to be all capitals?
Yep, by law.
Is that a product? Is it?
Yes.
It's a brand. Okay. Yeah. So
In
just
actual
take
fact,
one space out of that one. On
yeah,
that basis,
I actually need to get a TM put in there as well by law, but I'll sort that out.
Velcro systems. Yeah, so I think there's two spaces between systems and Velcro. That's all. Um, uh, what you could do, put the at symbol in front of that Velcro. If they've got a site themselves, then hopefully the TM is already there. Put the at there.
Yeah, no. There's a particular way I've got to do this by
Yeah,
law under
yeah,
license. Yeah,
yeah.
I can't do that. I can't play with it. I can't fuck with it. I've got to put the TM in there. That's it.
Okay, so do you want to put TM in there then?
Yeah, I just can't remember what the key sequence is to do it.
So go to just
Well, just the registered symbol will do.
yeah, just go to if you actually just write trademark symbol and you should come up as a
Oh, let's see. It is. Oh, let's see. Control. No, that's a word shortcut.
you should be able to copy it somewhere and just paste it as a
I can do it in Word.
yeah, so just do it in Word and then just copy paste.
Not actually working. Hang on.
Usually I do it in the same way as you do your up the top, when you have a little italic, on the top left here in your Word, when you want to do squared, it's the same symbol, for when you're wanting to do squared.
Control Alt R. Hang on. Here it is.
Okay, so yeah, copy that. That's actually is it slightly different to the TM one, but
no, they mean different
that's
things.
yeah, that's right. So
fuck no, just dumped it out of the fucking thing. Here it is.
okay, our floor safe system, our system. So actually, can you go to where it is on the website? Can you show me that page? Is it in? It's probably in the So in actual fact, what you could actually say our Velcro brand hook and loop cable covers sale is now on. Is it?
Yep, we can do that.
So maybe copy that wording then, the brand hook and loop cable, because that's where you just copy and paste it.
No, I don't need to.
Oh, you
do
don't
that.
need to. You're not.
I'll have to reformat the whole thing otherwise.
There we go. Hook and loop floor cable cover sale is now on. So then, if you go back to that, go back to the website site for it. Okay. So I would almost use that next sentence as well. So that cable protectors and CableSafe is designed to for ease. So it's actually more about you. So, but cable protectors and CableSafe is designed to ease for you. So I'd have that use that as well. Copy, and then put that underneath that first statement. Yep. And then I would go enter, as in go down on the ad. The main first part's going to be so you just take it down. Protector cable is a brand name, is it? So you got you've got an extra space after protector cable too. And then let's go buy online or learn more and buy online. Now. I that's I reckon we don't need to shout, and I don't even think we need title case. I reckon let's just go learn more lowercase m and lower. Buy online's okay. I can learn.
Don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, because it's a sale. You could actually just say buy online now.
Yeah, that'll work.
And what you can do then is do a space, copy the URL to that site where you want them to go. So go up the top, yeah. Isn't it the top URL, isn't it?
No, just hang on. I've got to go to the online store.
Oh, okay. So they're all showing actually. All those ones that are showing, yeah. So that's a good URL to use. Yeah. So just maybe just put a colon after the now and just take out that extra space.
Uh,
Yeah, and then go back to Basecamp, and we're going to add our hashtags as well, right? So if you go up the top, scroll up, probably around, a little bit lower, a little bit lower in our contact info, I think. It's a little bit lower. There we are. CableSafe covers. Yeah, just put that at the bottom. And just looking at that, you could actually say if you wanted contact support, otherwise you just do buy our safe. Buy online.
buy
What
online.
the alternative? You could actually bring that cursor up one, right? So the what buy online now, or you could then say or contact our support.
No, we sell online. That's how it works. That's the model.
Yeah, I'm only. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah. Well, now that you should do a lot better with doing a lot. That's a copy of that and paste that into just so you know. That's how this sort of is how ads will go out in at least while I'm looking after them.
Yeah, that makes sense. They look a lot better. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So um, there's at the moment there's a weakness in that both the site and the ad wording that I think will do a lot better when we start to sort of do it in this way. So
Okay.
so then let's go back to that ads manager on the far.
We haven't saved this ad yet.
Oh, yeah, save that ad. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, cool. Yeah, do that. Hopefully, after all that, it'll let us do that. Not have. Yeah, so I think what we're going to need to do
Copy and paste a new one.
just close that. Yeah, close.
So copy and paste that before we go anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Copy, which you. Yep.
Yep. So close it. Discard it.
Yep. What we can do is go in, go back to Publer. Like, so you had Publer open before, so just go right up the top right and just open a new tab and just sign into Publer.
I thought I was already.
Yeah, maybe it's not on a different browser by any chance.
Oh, it might be. Nope.
No.
Might have shut it inadvertently.
Yeah.
I did have it open.
Yeah, there you go. Click on the one down below. Firefox suggests down below. Get one where you've already been in. Otherwise, you have to sign in again.
Firefox will remember it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already remembered.
Okay, cool. And then click where it says CableSafe Free. Click on that arrow up the top on the right. It's got CableSafe Free. Yeah. And go Professional. We don't normally get to this part. I must admit, this is normally back of house, which I do. But in this case, because we want to sort of do an early test around the ad, and I guess you're a bit late to the party, so it's probably good to get the ad out early. Let's go create on the top, the green button, and then paste what you did before into here. And then I'll get you on the left-hand side where there's that drop-down arrow on the top left. You just that's it, and go select all. Cool. URL is not public accessible. We cannot download it on our servers. What's that?
I've no idea.
Anyway, we'll work that out in a second. Let's go. I think that's going to be all right. You can copy and paste it just to make sure. So let's go. I think that's going to be all right. So then the next thing I'll get you to do is on the bottom left, there's sort of like a directional thing, directional post. I'll get you to click on that for me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, click on that because different things have different restrictions, right? So click into the LinkedIn. LinkedIn should be all fine. So there shouldn't need to be do any modifications on this LinkedIn post. So, I click back on that. You went Instagram. Click on Instagram. Yeah. Click. Well, now that you're in Instagram, don't click on any of the ones on the left. I'm meaning in the actual middle itself.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah. So you can just click in the actual where the text is. Yeah. Cool. All right. So that one's all good. There's nothing to change there. So and it's going to bring up that link. So scroll down. What'll happen on Instagram? It'll create a picture, not a link. Right. So click on that one. So then we'll go with. So that's all okay. So actually, scroll down just a little bit further on that one. Yeah, so that's putting your link in bio. So that I've created that for you. So that'll go in a bio. Scroll up, and we'll go to Google, which is the third one in the middle.
That one there.
Get rid of the URL and you can have the buy online now, but you just need to get rid of the colon and get rid of the URL in that part. Yeah, delete and go back one space. Yeah, that's it. Then go to Facebook and then add a button. So it says no button. You got to make it scroll down. You're going to go scroll down. Just go learn more. And then everything there is okay. Although just make sure that hasn't sort of done, and you'll have to do this for the other ones as well, for ease of use, and just it looks like it's dropped it down a sentence. So bring removal up so that it's going to write it as a proper paragraph. Cable protectors from CableSafe are designed for ease of use and removal. Bring the removal up a line.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep.
And then a space, and do the same with environments. And then copy all of that paragraph, and you'll have to well, you probably don't need the whole lot, but yeah, just that one there, and just make sure on then the ones below it, Google. So yeah, don't worry about this one for now. Well, you can while you're in there, just where that middle sentence is, paste. Scroll down to the bottom, work your way up from the bottom again. Just click on or here, okay, get rid of update Google. Then go to LinkedIn, update LinkedIn. Instagram, update. Yeah. And then we'll go back up to Blue Sky. Blue Sky's got a character limit. So get rid of that next sentence where it says cable state. I actually get rid of the sentence that just says it is cost effective, safe, and reusable. You could probably have the other stuff. Yeah. Then you can just get rid of those three hashtags that aren't going to make it. So that's all right. And then you've just become a social media marketer because you can just go, you probably just hit publish. I normally hit schedule, but just hit publish. And hopefully that'll do that in time for us to then have a quick look at that Facebook ad.
You'll have to get verified, won't it? Posting for some accounts failed.
Okay, because that must be. That was that link. It sort of said that it didn't like, right? So,
URL is not a public accessible media. We cannot download it in our servers.
Yeah. Okay. So click on that one and just make it so it just takes them into Just change the URL.
It's a public URL, though.
So copy the URL. Copy the URL, and just put it in a different. I wonder if it's a routing thing. So on the right hand side, just open a new tab and just paste it in.
Sorry, where?
I'll just open a new tab and just paste that URL in. Just open a new tab somewhere on the right, far right. Yep. Just go paste. Go enter.
Oh, you want to go to it?
Yeah. I wonder whether there's an element why you can potentially. I don't know why that others aren't able to see that.
But that is the URL for that category page. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So for now, given that's where we're going to point them to anyway, and I don't know if that's where you've pointed them to on the previous ad. It probably
Yep.
is.
Yep.
But to actually be able to get it in, we just need to put it probably due to the online page, right? So, or even tweak this one so that you actually at least can, at least it does take it to Velcro.
So I've got a better idea. Why don't I just do a tiny URL?
Or which one?
I'll manufacture a tiny URL for it.
Or you could, as in, do a
tiny URL.
I don't think that'll make any difference. I see what you want a shortened link URL.
Well, let's just find
I think if it's not accepting that one, I don't reckon it'll accept a tiny version as well. I think that won't change the issue. I reckon you're better off just sending it to the website. But you can try. No harm trying, but I reckon
come on. I don't know what my login is. Hang on.
Yeah, the only problem with shortened URLs is that it probably works against you from a search and a Google perspective. So in actual fact, we want people going to your actual proper URL, right? So I know it gets So what I think in the first instance, what happens if let's see if it tells us it's still no good if you just take out everything after the /. So the cables, because I guess it's one thing if we've got an issue where it's the actual so just copy that. And it's another thing if we've got an issue with the actual entire website, because it could be something to do with routing or who knows why, right? So
the issue's not with the website because the ads I made directed to the URL correctly.
To the actual URL, yeah. So, and again, it's with Instagram and with Google that it's got the issue, right? So, let's go back to where we're doing the Facebook. Oh, sorry, no, it was in Publer. Go back to Publer.
Oh, yeah.
We just wanted to update. Just put the link in bio, see if it still puts the warning. So update the bio in the body itself and in the link in bio. So just paste or get rid of that part, yeah. And then in the actual body itself, do the same thing. So it's still saying that same, yeah.
I'll try publishing that.
Well, yeah, you could try that one. Although the warning's still there, right? So I would almost, yeah.
Let's just see.
Preparing to publish your post, and then do the same thing. Update the one in so it's not going to go there. Just do your website bio, so the actual website rather than see if you got an issue with that one as well. So go cable covers the actual rather than the online shop.
I'm confused.
So go to the actual website, not the online website.
But that defeats the whole purpose of it, though.
Well, you got two websites. So as I said,
one does the selling, one does the explaining, and that's how it works.
Yeah. So essentially, and that's what your social media does as well, right? So
I know that, but there's another issue here. There's nothing wrong with the website. It's publicly accessible URL. So why is it not loading?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's something I'd have to. We can take that up with. As I said, for at the moment, we're just trying to create something that you can advertise. And really, that's where it's important. It's for the ones that you're wanting to advertise.
I know, but it defeats the purpose to send it to the main site when I need to send it to the page where they can buy.
the one that you're promoting is actually going to be the one. The one that you do here is not going to do that anyway, right? So on you, whether it's Google or Instagram, neither of those are going to be. You're not putting any money on them for this particular post. You're only going to be doing Facebook advertising. It's those ones. So consider all the ways that you've been doing in the past. All of those posts have accessible. So the question here at the moment, yes, we got an issue. We need to work out why that would be, and I can ask that question. But for now, given just being mindful of time, we just need to work out. We just get that post out so you can actually look at what that duplicated post looks like in the first instance, and then. As you said, we can even delete these posts. You don't even have to put it out. So for the purpose of this exercise, we don't even need to put it out for now. We can just close this and we'll just have it as a failed post, and I'll just ask them why that might be the case.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah. So just close this. You can close this box.
The others all went.
The other three will have gone through, and that's what we were really trying to do. It wasn't my intent to show you how to do social media marketing. It was just something that I thought it might be a shortcut, as a way of doing it. So you can close that for now. And as I said, even if you don't, it'll show as a failed post, so I'll be able to see that anyway. So now let's go. I think what's going to happen, though, when we go, if you go to Facebook, let's refresh your Facebook page and see if that post has now come through. Yep. What I want you to do with that post is on the right-hand side with the three dots. So up the top, scroll up.
Yep, there.
Save me the effort. Just pin post. Anything that you're promoting, you should pin.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So and I'm usually doing it for my clients because they usually don't know what the hell is being the promoted post. And as I said, but the promoted post that I'm going to create for you won't just look like your in a way, I don't link posts are not. I'd rather use an image post or a video post, and so I'll create one of those for you as our overall who is CableSafe Systems to promote, who you are and what you provide, right? And that'll be a much more sort of user-friendly type post, but it will also get pinned. So now let's go into Ads Manager and see if we can find that post as the one that we want to. So Ads Manager is next to one of the websites. Yep. So let's go use existing post and scroll down. I think we had to go and find a different one. Scroll up a little bit for us. I think it was, we had to change it. So scroll down. So I think it was a little bit lower. It should be above your pixel. That pixel is not connected by the looks. So scrolling up. Where we go? Call to action. Change post. There it is. So add creative. You go now. Just because we've only just done it. What we might need to do is go to Facebook. Go back to Facebook for me. And we copy the URL for it. So where it says 7 minutes, just click on the 7 minutes down lower. Or even where it's so below the featured, it's now 8 minutes ago that we posted that. So just click on that 8 minutes underneath. So slow, there. Is that going? Just close that. I want to take us to our action. So I think we need to click it outside of the. So scroll down a bit further. You just try clicking on the 8 minutes there in this main post. Right, so it's got a whole lot of gobbledygook in there. Post. What we might try is copy everything, last /. So it's got PFB ID. That's
which gobbledygook are you talking about?
In the URL itself, right up the top. In the URL, right up the top. The URL, Facebook, where it says Facebook.
Yeah. That's the tracker.
Yeah, so that's also your post ID. So we need to get the post ID because at the moment Facebook can't find it when you're in your ads manager because it's too new. So put your.
Just a question. Don't ads have to be authorized by Facebook anyway? You have to wait for them?
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yes. But you've got to find the post in the first place. The posts themselves don't need to be authorized. The ads need to be authorized that they're okay. Yeah. So copy the ID. I think, although it looks very long, is that whole 50 letters, right? No. Yeah, so just where it starts the forward slash PF, and we'll see if we can find it that way. So just go copy and then go back to Ads Manager. And then where we tried to find the post. So scroll down again, change post, and then put in the all post image or video ID. Paste it in there. And go enter or continue. Yep. There you go. That's it. Cool. Now click on it. Okay. Or click on it again. Now go click on it once and then just go continue. Yep. At the bottom right. Yeah. Continue. All right. That's it. All right. So then, okay, we've got the learn more ID because that's how we had it in there. And I think that just check. I don't know why the pixel's not. Well, the pixel may not have been added to the website.
Pixel's not on the website yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So scroll down. So if you click on the pixel though, then once they do add it, it will measure it, right? So just scroll down again. So yeah, it's worth clicking, but it's not. And once it is added, it will be okay. So we can go just publish on that. Okay, just close that for a second. Then on the top left where the dialog box is, just close that dialog box on the top left. Yeah, that's it. And then close all this where it says selected. Just get rid of those for me. Yep. And go back to campaigns. Okay, and just refresh this site. Just refresh it. Yep.
Don't see it in there.
Refresh, scroll down. So why is that? Top right, it's got review and publish still. Top right. Oh, what's this saying? Fix error. Go. What does it say? You cannot.
I thought it might be my card. I got a new card.
Oh, no. Please add website URL. So scroll down. Oh, so you cannot edit website URL post. Please add website URL. So click in the website URL. Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, so click there.
It's not doing nothing.
Okay, on the left-hand side,
Edit ad set.
You go to the ad set itself. So maybe that's because of how it was previously. So scroll down. You scroll all the way to the bottom.
It is.
Oh, that was the old one though. Just close this one. This is your test, our Velcro post. That's not ours.
I'm saying.
There it is, the top one. So that's the one I can see it now, right? So that's your old one, setup error. So that's not the one we're wanting to edit. Go back to click on campaigns on the left-hand side for me. Yeah. All right. There's the Velcro floor cover is the one that's below it. So I'll get you to turn that on for me. Okay. Then you can review and publish. Let's see if that comes up with a let's go review publish there. So that's also saying just go cancel that for now. So I can see what the error is in that. So that's okay. So then again, go to the second one down, which says processing. The second one down. Click on that one. So go edit for me. Yeah. So what I didn't check is what the website it was being pointed to. So scroll down. You see you got that URL. It hasn't got a URL in it, I don't think. So enter a URL. So we need to put in that URL that you want to use.
In here.
Yeah, so that's the one. So that's where, again, you can test. Let's see if it works in here. It didn't have any.
I don't understand why it didn't upload.
Okay. All right, and just go. That looks like it's okay now. Go publish. That should have fixed that error, right? Okay.
I just need
Then
to duck off to the loo for 2 minutes.
sure, no worries. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So again, you can just close that top box.
Yep.
Usually spent a lot more time on this one, I must admit, than I normally would. So let's go campaigns on the left-hand side. Then just refresh this one.
It's in review.
It's in review, so that's looking good. Just refresh one more time, though. At least often it says processing, but in review is even better. That's good. But then what I want you to do, remember we said how you're doing that one for click-through, but we want to also push it for awareness. So I want you to just to duplicate that one again. So when bring your cursor down a little bit, just go duplicate. And then just go hit the blue button, duplicate. And this time where it says sale, and it's got copy, just write awareness underneath. Or sorry, next to it. So sale, no, that's good. So go keep the sale, but then just dash awareness rather than
okay.
Okay. And just copy that for yourself. Just copy it because we're actually going to change it on all three areas. So copy it. And then scroll down. It's going to do probably a ridiculous amount of money initially. Usually, daily budget. I kept it exactly as it was, $5. There you go. Well, actually, but scroll up. Did it ask us what sort of campaign we want to do? Scroll up. Scroll up.
Campaign details, buying type, auction.
Yeah, that's not. Scroll. Just click on that. No, we don't want that. Because I want to do awareness. I don't want to do, I don't want to do traffic, just a duplicate of traffic.
Unless, if you go that way.
I just go cancel on that one for a second.
Cancel, yep.
Yeah. You know what we could do? In actual fact, rather than duplicating this one, so what you'll have to do, just close that because I think it'll have just created something. Just close top left. Top left, just close the box. Yeah, and just go. Now with that one that's in draft, where you've got there's a bin, just bin it. Just higher. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just bin that. Yeah, just delete. All right. What we'll do, and you might need to just review and publish potentially. I don't know, top right. That could have been something else to do with that. Just go cancel. That's picking up an error of the previous one, and that campaign's finished running now anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So just go review and publish, and hopefully it doesn't keep reminding you of that. So just go. There was a little ticker box, so don't worry. Anyway, it's not something you have to worry about. Far left-hand side, let's go. Let's go back to create an ad. Sorry, go create the green button there, yeah. And this time click awareness and go continue. And by rights, just go paste in there with your campaign name. Just because get rid of the equals, just because just make it a dash and get rid of that one space between sale, just because I'm finicky. There you go. Oh, all right. And copy it. Copy that again. And I was more meaning there's a space between cover and sale. That's okay. As in, yeah. Yeah. Just copy that again. So you're going to paste it into the next couple of things as well. Yeah. Then you're going to go scroll down. We're in awareness this time. You got your campaign budget off. You scroll down. This is where I think.
Down. I'm all the way.
Okay, you're at the way. Yeah. Okay. Next one, go new awareness set, ad set. Click on that one. Sorry, on the second one down to your left.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one there. And then paste that into the ad set name for me. Yep, cool. And then interesting, it's only doing okay. And then okay, a Facebook page, that's all right. And so set goal, so scroll down a little bit further down. But daily budget is still $5, so that's all right. Then scroll down. Where's our? It's switched to original audience or options. So there you've got that. The blue next to save audience, it's got switch to original audience option. It's in blue. It's a hyperlink.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Use original.
Use original. Yeah. Yeah. And then scroll down, and hopefully you can select which one. There you go. Use saved audience. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. That's it. And then yeah, click your narrow. Yeah. Okay. And then you can, on the left-hand side, just click where it says new awareness ad on the left-hand side, yeah. And then paste again in the ad name, just paste that other one we had. All right. And then we're going to go again where it says ad setup. Instead, you're going to go select, use existing post, yep. This time it looks like it knows which post we want, so that's good. So scroll down a little bit further. You've already got that's already connected, and everything else should be okay here. So scrolling down a bit further, click on the website events. It'll eventually be connected. I see where it's that little box next to the checker box. So where it says tracking, yeah, click on that. Just double check that is your. So it ends with 5.3. Just go to Basecamp. Make sure that is actually your ID for your pixel.
Yep.
Just double check that. So scroll up on this one. Should be here. Yeah, it's the right one. So that's good. So then go back to Ads Manager, and you can just go publish on this one now. Cool. You can close that. You can close the top left. You can get rid of those selected if you want to, where it says the blue selected. Oh, I was not meaning, don't think that part. Okay. What's that doing? Processing. You close those ones. Yep, that's it. Cool. Those one will be in review, one will be, and that's where you'll get that email that says your ad is now live, right? Yeah. So that's where they approve it. All right. So we've done a lot more in that area than we normally would. Effectively, you've got your first ad live. What your first post or one of your first posts will actually be the one that I will create for promoting, yep. which I would suggest, again, doing that sort of 5+5 potentially, where it's more around the business and who you are and why you should get it from you. And it's just basically promoting the website and contacting support for all the products rather than a singular product, right? Let's go back to Basecamp now. Over here, yeah. And what I get you to do is just, you're in this part already. Actually, you just scroll up a little bit for me, and I'm just going to get you to copy something for me. Actually, it's on the other part, so don't worry. Let's just go here, scroll down a little bit. All I'm going to get you to do under here is go enter. and just go Monday, enter, Wednesday, enter, Friday. What I'm getting you to do to start with, for Monday, I want you to go visit your homepage for the main site for me. Yeah. So just go to the homepage, go to the website. So that's the selling site. So then the other one is this one, right? So
No, I'll just grab it from here.
yeah. Okay. So if you just copy that URL and just paste that into Monday for me. So, because as I said, your website is more tab related. So if I go to that website, it tells me what the main products that you actually have are, right? So effectively, you've got heavy duty products,
Yep.
and you've got quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I click on 2-channel cable protector, let's say heavy duty product, I'm just doing it on my screen for now.
Yep.
So if we go there, so it actually takes me. So okay, so essentially, if you go back to your base cam,
Yep.
I would think that heavy duty product. So effectively, you've got heavy duty product or you got light duty products, right?
Correct.
So for now, you might do Monday might be heavy duty products.
Yep.
Wednesday might be light duty products, and we're going to be. I guess the only question is whether you want me to point them, where you want me to point them to.
I think we just run a running campaign where you just go to a random heavy duty page, a random light duty page. You know what I mean?
So remember, there's campaigns and there's just organic posting. Organic posting is just helping you from a search and from educating your clients' point of view, right?
Yep.
So what we're doing on a day Monday, Wednesday, Friday is not campaigning. It's just making you professional and telling people what you do, who you are, and learn more about us. It's educating your supplier, wherever it is, all the people that are in your sphere, right? What we do, so paid advertising is an add-on to that. Neither are very successful without doing one or the other. That's why I was saying to you, once we tweak your advertising and your messaging on your social media, it will start to become a lot more successful because the writing on the posts is a lot more leaning towards, I'm not trying to, on your day-to-day posts, I'm not trying to sell people. I'm not a believer of selling on social. I just don't think it works. I want them to buy on your online site. I don't want them to feel like they're having to buy off your social media sites, right? Because they just won't do it.
No,
they don't trust you or know you enough, right? So essentially, as I said, but what we can do is lead them to where we want their information. I can tell you, I don't think it matters because if I go to your, if I go, because I think you've actually, I think doesn't matter whether I think you've actually set it up such that um, it's actually done in such a way that I think your online site kind of just repeats the other site.
Well, not really.
Well, in terms of what I'm often wary of, let me explain that because I think it does. Because a lot of people, when they try to sell, their online site has fuck all information. And so then they expect people to buy from the online site and they haven't actually put information. Your online site isn't like that.
No, because a lot of people find that first.
Yeah, so your online site actually tells me the same thing. So I'll just show you what. So I think for you, I think where it's possible, and this also could come down to, as I said, with that organic, and I'll test whether I have the same issue with the Velcro site if I'm just sending it to the Velcro site on the organic side? In other words, you're not your online site. If I send it to your normal site, will it let me put it through, right?
Well, my question to you is though, with all the ads I've done previously, it let me do it.
And it's letting you do it here as well. It's only
So,
Publer that's not letting you do it to Instagram. So what we don't know at the moment is if you'd use that link for and done it on an Instagram post, it may not have let you do it. I think that's more likely.
okay.
It's not letting you do it. It's not because you're not allowed to do it. It's just on certain profiles they're not recognizing that as a public URL. Um, so
Even, even though it's a publicly accessible website.
it seems to be.
It
But as I
100%.
said, I'm not there to. Yeah. So as I said, I can see it. Yeah. So I'm not there to argue the point. But what you're sort of identifying or raising is around Publer and scheduling a post to Google and to Instagram. Those two sites don't like it for whatever reason. I don't know why. As you said, I don't know
Well,
why.
the solution, can we just put a ticket into those guys and get them to tell us?
So the question is either it's an issue. So the easiest thing is to ask. I can ask Publer why that might be,
I would.
because the next issue is I could spend hours on that sort of thing, and you're not paying me for that to do that. Where when you start to follow up Facebook, you would possibly know where you've got issues. Facebook are terrible, right? So the lucky thing for your business is you don't seem to have any issues at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious solution would be to launch a support ticket with Public and get them to tell us
Yeah,
why.
so it seems at the moment. So even with the advertised, So as I said, so the only question we have at the moment is the issue with the scheduler, or is the issue with the actual channel?
Yep. So get Public to tell us.
Yeah, so we'll be able to ask that. I can ask them that
Yep.
question. So that's easy.
I don't want to spend. I don't want you to spend 1 million.
I won't spend any of my time other than just ask them that question. They'll be able to come back to me and tell me why that might be the case. And that's they're very good, to be honest. Unlike the channels themselves, when you have an issue with Facebook ads, particularly, it's a whole world of pain. So anyway, getting back to this final and wrapping up.
Yeah,
So essentially, I think from a posting, I think there's no real reason. I think we would just do one post a week that goes to the more generic. So Monday, I think we go heavy duty products. I think, where are we? Sorry, that goes over the top. Actually, one thing you might want to do, because I think what happens at the moment, I could be wrong, and this again could be one of the reasons why there's an issue, is that when I click on your main site, I would make it that if you can ask your technical people to make it that your CableSafe online, when I click on it, it doesn't go over the top of your actual site.
Oh, so we just do a click in new window.
So yeah, go into a new window or new tab. New tab is actually better.
That you're actually right. I didn't pick them up. We can do that quite easily. That's fine.
So ask them to do that, because that is problematic, right? So because then it doesn't matter which site we've sent them to, because then they can go either way. But as I said, that could be. I don't think that's going to solve the problem we were just talking about. So I don't want to revisit that problem. So, but if you can ask them to do that in the same way as you're going to do that for your social media links, is that opens in a new tab. Any links and and that online site open in a new tab. But what I was going to say is I think given the way that your website is set up, I think the three things that we would be best doing on a Monday, because you haven't got any reviews at the moment, have you? I don't think.
No, not turned on.
And there's not really any about us or anything along those either, as such. So there's a bit on the homepage.
Oh, we can open that up a bit.
So I think what I'd suggest is Friday would actually be is homepage and FAQs.
Okay.
So Friday, I would just do homepage and FAQ. So you might just want to write that down. On Monday, it's heavy duty, and we'll take them to the online site. Heavy duty.
But not heavy duty. Heavy duty products aren't sold on the online site.
Okay, well, heavy duty. Okay, well then light. So light duty, are they on the online site?
Yep.
Okay, light duty and online site. Yep. Yeah, online site. And then Friday would be homepage, and FAQs. So it's more your generic who are we and what do we have, right? So, and I think once, yeah, and realistically, that's it. You can hit add comment, but as I said, that's what I'll roll out from Friday, basically.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
If I've got time, hopefully I can. Hopefully, your first post will be, as I said, your business promotional post,
Yep.
and that way that'll run nicely with then. Yeah, probably in the time that we do, based on the way I sort of, if you have particular items, because what we've done there, that's a way of scheduling ongoing posts. But if you've got things, Jamie, that you say, look, it's a priority at the moment. I've actually got this other product I want to actually, can you do a post about this product because I want to advertise that?
Yep.
So tell me that, and then I'll bump it up in the order of things
Yep.
in
Gotcha.
my schedule. So the
Yep.
best way to think of it is if Friday, come Friday, you've got something that you want to do, because I do all my scheduling on Mondays. So
Mm-hmm.
if you've got something, just try and let me know by Friday. But in any case, if you've got something that all of a sudden you think, oh, actually, I want to do this is more important at the moment, then just let me know. Just send me
Okay.
an email, whatever. Yep.
No problems at all.
Awesome, mate. And I think then, as I said, it'll truck along. All of a sudden, you'll have a lot of activity going through those channels now that you haven't before,
Yep.
and we'll have yeah, those advertised posts. You'll be able to sort of compare and contrast how they do as well. So that's the other upside.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome, mate. Excellent. Well done.
Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated.
We got through nicely.
No,
Good job.
no, it's quite a bit to absorb in 2 hours. In two
Oh, it
two.
is. I know. And look, you've done. I think